Imagine this, you're in a Robotaxi, cruising through Wuhan's evening traffic. Then suddenly, your car just stops in the middle of the road. The doors won't open. Customer service won't answer. And you're trapped for 2 hours while dozens of other autonomous vehicles do the exact same thing around you. That nightmare scenario just became reality for Apollo Go passengers in China. Today we're covering the autonomous driving incident that's raising serious questions about Robotaxi safety, plus Huawei's record R&D spending, Xiaomi's 16 billion yuan AI bet, and why Apple Intelligence briefly appeared in China before vanishing. This is China Tech Insider. On Monday night, Baidu's Apollo Go Robotaxi service experienced a catastrophic system failure in Wuhan. Starting at 8:57 p.m., nearly dozens of autonomous vehicles suddenly stopped in the middle of major roads and elevated expressways across the city. Passengers found themselves trapped inside vehicles that wouldn't move, with hazard lights flashing but no way out. The longest wait time reached almost 2 hours. In-car emergency buttons failed, and customer service hotlines were constantly busy. Some passengers had to call the police to be rescued. The stalled vehicles caused multiple rear-end collisions and massive traffic jams. Traffic police and Apollo Go staff worked until early morning to evacuate passengers and tow away the vehicles. Preliminary investigation points to a system malfunction, possibly related to cloud communication or algorithm vulnerabilities that triggered a fleet-wide safe stop mechanism. Apollo Go has suspended all Wuhan operations while investigating. The incident has reignited concerns about large-scale autonomous vehicle deployment and whether emergency protocols are adequate when entire fleets fail simultaneously. Huawei released its 2025 annual report showing revenue of 880.9 billion yuan and net profit of 68 billion yuan. But the standout number is R&D spending, 192.3 billion yuan, representing 21.8% of annual revenue, a record high for the company. The report highlights 3 major growth areas. First, computing continues to capture AI-driven demand. Second, the Harmony OS ecosystem reached a new milestone with over 36 million devices running Harmony OS 5 and 6, more than 10 million registered developers, and 350,000 apps in the app gallery. Third, intelligent automotive is booming. 589,100 vehicles under Huawei's Harmony Intelligent Mobility Alliance were delivered in 2025, up 32% year-over-year. By year-end, over 1.4 million passenger vehicles were equipped with Huawei's ADS Advanced Driver Assistance System. Despite ongoing U.S. sanctions, Huawei continues to invest massively in becoming self-reliant across chips, software, and automotive technology. Xiaomi CEO Lei Jun announced the company has launched a dedicated AI hiring program and will invest 16 billion yuan, that's $2.2 billion, in AI research and development this year. The hiring drive spans senior talent, global campus recruitment, and internships, covering roles in large model training and inference, on-device AI performance, and automotive AI architecture across Beijing, Nanjing, and Shenzhen. Lei Jun emphasized Xiaomi is ramping up efforts in foundation models and embodied AI robotics, where the company has already made notable progress. This massive investment signals Xiaomi's ambition to compete directly with tech giants in the AI race, leveraging its position in smartphones, smart home devices, and electric vehicles to build an integrated AI ecosystem. BYD's workforce fell to 870,000 employees in 2025, a reduction of roughly 100,000 people, about 10% of its workforce. The company attributed the decline to restructuring, efficiency improvements, and cost management rather than weakening demand. In fact, BYD reported record numbers, 803.9 billion yuan in revenue and 4.6 million vehicle deliveries. Overseas deliveries exceeded 1 million units for the first time. However, net profit declined 19% year-over-year due to domestic pricing pressure and continued heavy investment in R&D, which remained at 63.4 billion yuan. The company also raised its 2026 export target to 1.5 million vehicles, up from the January forecast of 1.3 million. The job cuts reflect a broader industry trend as Chinese automakers focus on operational efficiency as the next stage of EV competition, with automation and AI increasingly replacing manual labor. Stellantis is reportedly in discussions with its Chinese partner Leapmotor about potentially producing EVs at the company's idled Brampton plant in Canada. The talks are still preliminary and no decision has been made. The Brampton site was previously set to build a new Jeep SUV before Stellantis moved that program to a U.S. factory. Stellantis bought a 20% stake in Leapmotor in 2023, and the two companies later established Leapmotor International for overseas production and sales. If the deal proceeds, it would mark a significant milestone, Chinese EV technology being manufactured in North America using existing Western automotive infrastructure. Canada's industry ministry emphasized any new investment should prioritize local labor and parts suppliers. With Chinese EVs now sold in over 40 countries including across Europe, this could be the next step in their global expansion. In a curious glitch, Apple Intelligence briefly appeared for some iPhone users in mainland China early Tuesday before being quickly pulled. The accidental rollout suggests the feature may be technically ready for the Chinese market, even though it has not officially launched. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reported that Apple still has not received regulatory approval for mainland China and currently has no plans for an imminent release. The incident highlights the regulatory hurdles Apple faces in China, where AI features must comply with strict content moderation and data security requirements. Apple has been negotiating with potential Chinese partners, including Baidu and Alibaba, to provide AI capabilities that would meet local regulations. For now, Chinese iPhone users remain locked out of Apple's AI features that are already available in other markets. That Apollo Go incident in Wuhan is a wake-up call for the entire autonomous vehicle industry. When one car fails, it's an inconvenience. When an entire fleet fails simultaneously, it's a public safety crisis. As these systems scale up, the stakes only get higher. That's all for today's China Tech Insider. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and the notification bell. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Robotaxi safety? See you tomorrow.